started. 5.4, inequalities in triangles. So, angle opposite side theorem. If two sides of a triangle are not congruent, then the larger angle lies opposite the longest side. So it says if B is greater than A. That's what this statement says, yes? Because it's open to B.
Yes.
So B is greater than A, so that means the measure of angle B is greater than the measure of angle A.
C.
That's all it means. So the longest side, largest angle. The shortest side, guess what? How about smallest angle? Short angle sounds funny. But you get the point, right? The medium side, the medium angle. Make sense? And when I say opposite, we're talking here to here, yes? Here to here. And you notice that angles and sides have the same name. One's capital, one's lowercase. Okay, so to support a triangular piece of a float, a brace is placed at the longest angle and a guide wire is placed at the smallest angle. Which angle is the largest and which angle is the smallest? So, largest, smallest. So, how are we going to figure that out? No?
The larger angle lies opposite the longest angle. So the largest angle would be C.
Right. Because 13 is the longest side, that has to make what? C the largest angle. So, angle C. So which one's the smallest? Angle B. Why? It's opposite the smallest side. So A is the one in the middle, right? Okay, so Lucas sketches a diagram of a garden box. Which angle is the largest and which angle is the smallest? Why is E the biggest? That's a horrible E. It's across from the longest side. So angle E is the largest.
Angle D is the smallest.
And angle D is the smallest because it's across. Does this work for side lengths as well if I gave you the angles?
Very much so.
Yes. Okay, so converse of the angle opposite side theorem. If two angles of a triangle are not congruent, then the longer side it lies opposite the largest angle, or the larger angle. I'm going to say largest. Don't you think? You don't like largest or larger? Whichever one. We get the point, right? Okay, so which side is the longest and the shortest? Now we probably need to figure out what else out.
The other angle.
The other angle. So how?
Add them up and subtract them.
So 180 minus 112. So 8, 7 is 6, so 68.
C.
Okay, so which is the longest side? No. LM, because it's opposite. So this is longest. What is the shortest side? KM. Now, since you guys can't seem to remember that we only use 2 letters, I am also going to put that under there. Because that is something we shouldn't be messing up right now, is it? Nope, we did it a long time. Okay, so the next one I want you to do on your own.
Since we're only doing the chapter, will this be with our next test or will we not have test over it?
Oh, it will be in the next test. Just like last time we had 1 from something else, didn't we? 1 or 2. Okay, did you get NP as your shortest and OP as your longest?
Yep.
Or PN, excuse me.
PNMPO.
Okay. So, the triangle inequality theorem. The sum of the lengths of any 2 sides of a triangle is greater than the length of the third side. So what does sum mean? Addition. So if you take any 2 sides and add them up, they have to be, that sum has to be larger than the third side. So if I took A and B and added them, it would be longer than C. If I took A and C, it'd be longer than B. If I took B and C, it would be longer than A. Did I say equal to? No. So if it's equal to, does it work? No. So if this doesn't happen or they're equal, then is it a triangle? No. It's nothing. Got it? Does that make sense to everybody? Okay, so our example is, I'm going to give you 3 pieces and tell me whether these can make a triangle or not. So, I don't just do one thing, I have to do how many? 3. So the easiest way to do this that I have found that I don't forget to do all 3 is I list them. 40 has to be less than, 19 has to be less than, and 18 has to be less than. Okay? So what does 40 have to be less than? 19 plus 18. Well, that is 37. Is that true? No. So technically I could stop there, but if I did them in any order that I'd have to keep going through all 3 of them. But we'll just do all of them. So 19 has to be smaller than what? 40 and 18. So that is 58. So if we started with that one first, we'd be good, right? Okay, so 18 has to be smaller than 19 and 40, which is 59, which is also true, yes? So these 2 are true, but this one is not true, and it only has to be not true 1 time to make the whole thing. So is this a triangle? Nope, not a triangle. So, how many things do I expect to see? 3. Okay, do you want to do this one on your own? So is this a triangle?
Yes.
Yes. Because you got 70, 99, and 103. I think your next example is it a triangle also, isn't it? Okay. So I'll do that one too. So is it a triangle?
Nope.
Nope.
I got
Yeah, it's 44, not 34.
No, I also got you.
Oh, it is 44. I can't. I didn't carry my one, did I? Okay. So we good on that? Okay, now we got to figure out what the third one could possibly be. Okay, so they give me 11 and 16. What are the possible lengths of the third side? So that we know that 16 plus something has to be less than 11, yes? And we also know that 11 plus something has to be less than, wait, I did that wrong. I have it switched, don't I? That 11 is less than, and then 16 is less than, right? I had it wrong. Sorry. So don't I know how to solve those? Like we did that, didn't we? You guys have done that before? Yes, you have. Where have you done that before? In algebra. That bad word, right? In algebra? Okay. So how would I solve it? No, I'd move the 16 over. Why would I move the 16 over? Okay. So x has to be greater than negative 5. Okay. And then subtract 11. And that would be 5. Okay. But we were a problem. First of all, can a side of a triangle be negative 5? No, it can't be. So that's not going to, like, that I might as well move that x is greater than 0, right? And then I forgot the third one. I did 2. What do I also have to do? 11 plus 16, right? Has to be greater than x, doesn't it? So what is 11 plus 16? 27. So basically we have 5 and we have 27, correct? So I know that x is bigger than 5, right? But but smaller than 27. Oh, probably should put centimeters on there, huh?
So if they're negative numbers, you just equal it to 0?
Well, if it's a negative number, we just I mean, I equaled it to 0, but I didn't even really need that for this because if I'm anything bigger than 5, if I'm anything bigger than 5, is it going to make all of these true? Yes. But less than 27. Okay, so 30 and 50. So then I have 30 plus x is greater than 50. 50 plus x is greater than 30. And then my last one is
50 plus 30 is greater than x.
is greater than x. So that's 80, right?
Mm-hmm. So anywhere from
And this is negative, yes. So is it going to be used for anything then? No. Sometimes we get an answer, it's just not a good answer, right?
so x has to be less than 80 but greater than 20.
Yes. So we start at 20 is less than x, which is less than 80. So anything between 20 and 80 would make that work. Does that make sense how we got that? So the one that makes a negative, then you don't need this. You don't need it. Questions? No? Okay. So today you have a book assignment. Oh, no, you have a worksheet. Never mind. Tomorrow you have a book assignment.